What's up, man? I want to discuss the Kareem Hunt, video of him, getting into that altercation or with that woman or that one. It was one sided as far as physical confrontation, and I don't know what led up to the confrontation. I don't know why why it escalated to the point it escalated to, but just judging from watching the video itself, that was not a good look for Kareem Hunt. It seemed like in the video that his friend was holding him back. Now the woman was coming towards him, kept coming towards him, and eventually he pushed his friend out the way, and he pushed the woman the first time, and then she came back again as Kareem Hunt was still coming back. And at one point, he had pushed the guy way out the way and he pushed the woman, and the woman hit the wall, and it looked like she hit her mouth on the wall and she was on her knees. And then Kareem Hunt came and kicked the girl. So that wasn't a good look. And I wanted to see more. I wanted to get more information before I made my video. I know a lot of people made their videos. Maybe they had more information than I had, and I'm glad I, waited and I was able to see and listen to Kareem Hunt of what his account was of the situation. Now he did not make any excuses. He admitted he lied to Kansas City because this tape was back in February, and TMZ got it. We all know TMZ gets things. TMZ was the ones that got the Ray Rice video, and they purchased this video. And when soon as it came out, Kansas City Chiefs took immediate action and they released him. That all I know is the next day they were saying Kareem Hunt was released, and I was like, wow, why did he get released? You know what I'm saying? It has to be something drastic for a team to release a player of that caliber. Because make no mistake about it, Kareem Hunt makes the Kansas City Chiefs a lot different team. Now with that Kareem Hunt situation, Kareem Hunt is kind of like what Le'Veon Bell was to Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? A running back that can run the ball in between the tackles and can line up as a wide receiver and catch the balls at the backfield and be just as explosive. So for them to let him go, it had to be something drastic. Now it's reports coming out that they did know about the situation, but they listened to Kareem Hunt, give his account, and they kind of, I guess they kind of, took his word for what really occurred. Well, we all know video shows a different thing of what he said, and he basically said he lied to them. So he was contrite. He showed remorse. He said he shouldn't have did it. He shouldn't have put himself in that situation, which I totally agree. It's always a sticky situation when a man goes up against a woman. It's because of the physicality aspect of it. A man is, for the most part, is more naturally stronger than a woman. You can physically overpower her and all that. I don't know if alcohol was involved. Maybe it was. Most likely, alcohol was involved. It probably was late night. We all know. We all been there. When I mean, I don't drink, but I know being around people that drink and had drinks, and things occur between a man and a woman physically because things happen throughout the night. And now that you're drunk and you kind of lose your perspective of what's going on, the two parties get into an argument, and sometimes it get physical. You know what I'm saying? And in this instance, Kareem Hunt should have just walked away. Like, really, you listen. We all get mad. I'm not saying I always walk away when I'm mad, because I don't. So that's why I don't like to get mad. That's why I don't like to get into confrontations with people, because I know once I get on 10, it's like it's a new thing. We about to go to level 10, and a lot of times when I get like that, I know how I am, so I try to keep myself out of stupid situations and stupid arguments that can escalate into a physical thing. So I'm pretty sure we all have been there. It's easy for us to criticize him for doing what he did, but I mean, have I ever had a fight with a woman? Yes, in grammar school when I was like, I think I was like what, 11, 12 years old, 11, 12 years old, something like that. But I was always taught not to put your hand on a woman or a girl. Now, My mom always said there's certain instances where you may have to, if a woman is, if she have something in her possession that can commit bodily harm to you or something like that, then you have to protect yourself. By all means, you have to protect yourself. But you know, if she don't have any weapon and you know that you have the advantage over it, just walk away. Just walk away. And you know, if you have a argument with your wife or girlfriend and you see it escalating, and you know, a lot of times, and I'm not putting everything on a woman, but a lot of times women like to keep egging the man on. Cause I trust me, I seen it. I seen my aunts egg on their husbands and boyfriends. I seen it throughout my life, and I know how it goes with a lot of times women try to egg a man on. But see, this is what it all boils down to this. Women usually, girls usually don't have like fights. Men usually fight. You know what I'm saying? Boys fight as they grow up, and we know what it feels like to get hit in the face. A lot of women don't know what it feels like to get hit. So us realizing and know how it feels to get hit, a lot of times we would avoid confrontation and try to avoid the fight. Whereas for some reason, I see this. Look, I'm not saying I'm putting everything on a woman, but I see women challenging men. Like I have seen it throughout high school, grammar school, throughout my adult life. For some reason, women love to challenge men physically. You know what I'm saying? And you know, us as men, we have to walk away from that. Like you have to get away from that as soon as possible because the perception is not going to look good as a man if a man put his hands on a woman. But if a woman put her hands on a man, you know, she may get praised for it. You know what I'm saying? It's not up until like, you know, maybe almost recent times that, you know, a woman can get arrested for domestic violence. Usually men get arrested for domestic violence. So it's more of the perception that, like I said, it goes back to a man is stronger than a woman, and you have to just walk away from that. Kareem Hunt, he should have known better. But like I said, you know, we all get angry. We don't always use the right discretion when we get angry. So none of us can come on here and say, "Hey, man, I always do the right." I never put my hand on a woman as an adult. Never put my hand on a woman as an adult. So I can say that. You know what I'm saying? But in the playground when I was in grammar school, did I probably get physical with a girl? Yes, I had a fight with with a girl when I was like 11, 12 years old. She scratched my face up real bad, but that's a story for another day. But like I said, I never did it as an adult. But I'm not going to get on him because he did it as an adult because I wasn't in his situation. I don't know what egged him on to the point that he had to go after that woman like that. You know, and then a lot of people will, you know, say that they would have did something different. Maybe you would have did something different. He didn't do anything different, but I think he learned his lesson. Now, a lot of people will say, well, he shouldn't deserve to be back in the NFL. I disagree. I think the man should have another chance to get in the NFL. We are in a land. America is in a land of it is a land of second and third chances. People get second, third, fourth, fifth chances. So that man he need to go through, you know, probably anger management or something like that. You know, is this the first time he's ever done it? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And if it's not the first time he's ever done it, then he really needs to go through anger management, get some help. Let's get to the root of his anger. And is it uncontrollable? Is it something he can control going forward, or is it something that he's having trouble controlling? You know what I'm saying? So I think the man will get another chance in the NFL. He's very, very talented. Now, I'm not making an excuse for his talent and say, well, he's very, very talented. He deserves a chance. I think even if he is less talented than than a normal football player, he still should get a second chance because I watched Undisputed, and Shannon Sharp said, well, I think he deserves another chance, and then the woman on the panel said, well, you really think he deserves another chance? And Shannon Sharp said yes, because if a doctor does it, if a lawyer does the same thing he does, they get a second chance. So why shouldn't he get a second chance? And then Skip had a good point. He said, well, athletes are held as role models, good, bad, or indifferent, which I don't think athletes should be held as role models, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I stated my case on that plenty of times. I think your parents should be role models, people that are close to you, that know you, that has good influences on positive influence on you. You should look up to them as role models, not athletes, because you don't know these athletes. You know what I'm saying? Outside of playing their prospective sport. And it's unfair for the athlete for you to look at him like he's perfect, because a lot of people look at role models when they're kids as people being perfect people, but they're not perfect people, because they just people just like you or anybody else. They're gonna make mistakes. So in saying that, Skip said, well, it's the perception, and he's playing in a public forum, which is true. But my thing is this: that man deserves a second chance, just like anybody else in life, because I said he's a person just like anybody else. He's gonna make mistakes like anybody else. If Joe Blow, so Shannon Sharp said, well, if a lawyer or a doctor or anybody else in any other profession do the same thing that he did, they should be banned from their job for life. And that doesn't make any sense. When you think about it, it doesn't make any sense for a lawyer. Look, to me, like I have a line that if that line is crossed, then I don't think you deserve a second chance at certain things. Like if you kill someone, if you intentionally kill someone, and that was your total intention, then I got a different perspective on what should happen and what shouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? But I believe they said the police interviewed the woman. She didn't want to press charges. So, if she didn't want to press charges, I know it looks bad in the video looks bad. If she didn't want to press charges, then we should not get that upset about it. You know what I mean? But I know people gonna have their opinions about it, which they should, because Kareem Hunt, he messed up. He's the biggest thing to me is he's owning up to it, and that's the first thing. That's the first step. He didn't make no excuses. He didn't say, well, the woman was talking to me crazy or cussing me out. He didn't say none of that stuff. He just said it's all on me, and which is true. Your actions are all on you. You decide to do things that you shouldn't do, and no one can make you do it. You decide it. So he put all the onus on him because it starts with him. Everything that you do, the decisions you making as an adult, that understands what's going on around you and your surroundings, all that's on you. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, man, that he showed contrition. Now I don't think he's gonna get in the NFL back this year, because they still doing an investigation, and the NFL has suspended him indefinitely. Maybe he can come back next year and get on the team. But let me know what y'all think about. That's my opinion on it. Some people may not like it, but man or a woman, both parties have to start showing better discretion, show better. They should do better. You know what I'm saying? A woman, like, I understand people get mad and get angry, but a woman has to be aware enough to know this is a man. He can hurt me if it get physical, and the man should have more awareness to say, I cannot get physical with this woman because I can really hurt her. So both parties have to show, maturity, especially adults. So that's my take on it, man. I'm out. Hey, thanks for your comment. Still circle the wagon. Still circle the wagon. Thanks for coming through, man. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, man, please subscribe to the channel.